Hello, God bless from Up Ministries. It's me, Dick Jr. I'm coming to you today to read you 2 Chronicles chapter 10. Now, I prayed and I asked God to help me to speak with you before I started this video today. And I suggest anytime you place yourself in God's Word that you pray also, and that you ask Him for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding specifically, just like I do. And He's going to give them to you. And that's His promise, not mine. And it's in this book in many places if you want to go looking for it. But the reason is He wants us to understand His perfect plan to salvation through Jesus Christ, His Son, which is contained in this book. From the creation to the last day, it's all in here. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started here in 2 Chronicles chapter 10. Then Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel had come to Shechem to make him king. When Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, heard of it, for he was in Egypt, where he had fled from the presence of King Solomon, Jeroboam returned from Egypt. So they sent and summoned him. When Jeroboam had all Israel came, they spoke to Rehoboam, saying, Your father made our yoke hard. Now therefore lighten the hard service of your father and his heavy yoke which he put on us, and we will serve you. He said to them, Return to me again in 3 days. So the people departed. Then King Rehoboam consulted the elders who had served his father Solomon while he was still alive, saying, How do you counsel me to answer this people? They spoke to him, saying, If you will be kind to this people and please them, and speak good words to them, then they will be your servants forever. But he forsook the counsel of the elders, which they had given him, and consulted with the young men who grew up with him and served him. I'm going to make a note right here. It says he forsook the counsel of the elders. Here, at the point where he made the decision to consult someone else. You see what I mean? So that's what was on his heart when he did it. That's why it's worded this way. It'll go on to say what he does, actually, which is forsake the counsel. But just seeking counsel of someone else, he forsook the counsel. You see what I mean? Anyway, I'm saying that because if you seek the counsel of God and you don't like what you hear, okay, and then you go ask someone else, you're doing the very same thing that this guy did. Anyway, we'll move on. So he said to them, What counsel do you give that we may answer this people who have spoken to me, saying, Lighten the yoke which your father put on us? The young men who grew up with him spoke to him, saying, Thus you shall say to the people who spoke to you, saying, Your father made our yoke heavy, but you make it lighter for us. Thus you shall say to them, My little finger is thicker than my father's loins. Whereas my father loaded you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father disciplined you with whips, but I will discipline you with scorpions. So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam on the 3rd day, as the king had directed, saying, Return to me on the 3rd day. The king answered them harshly, and the king, Rehoboam, forsook the counsel of the elders. See? Up here it said it, down here it says it. Forsook the counsel of the elders. He spoke to them according to the advice of the young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add to it. My father disciplined you with whips, but I will discipline you with scorpions. So the king did not listen to the people, for it was a turn of events from God, that the Lord might establish his word, which he spoke through Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat. When all Israel saw that the king did not listen to them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion do we have in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse. Every man to your tents, O Israel. Now look after your own house, David. So all Israel departed to their tents. But as for the sons of Israel who lived in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Hadoram, who was over the forced labor, and the sons of Israel stoned him to death. And Rehoboam made haste to mount his chariot to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel has been in rebellion against the house of David to this day. And that is all I have for 2 Chronicles chapter 10. Thanks for listening, and God bless.